It is one of the most anticipated weeks in Iowa every year, especially for cyclists. It's RAGBRAI. The Register's annual Great Bike Ride Across Iowa kicks off in Sioux City on Sunday.
Now, with tens of thousands scheduled to come to town for the 50th edition of the ride, Sioux City Police are stepping up patrols.
KTIV's Katie Koppel joins us in studio tonight. And Katie, you actually hopped on a bike with Sioux City Police to get an up-close look at what folks can expect this weekend.
That's right, Matt and Jessica, I did. And there are going to be a lot of cyclists in Sioux City this weekend for that start of RAGBRAI. Sioux City Police have prepared for that for months. I joined a few officers out on bicycles to learn more about what cyclists and Siouxlanders can expect this weekend. Cyclists from around the country will be descending on Sioux City this weekend for one of the most anticipated events of the summer.
We're expecting anywhere between 30 to 50,000 people. Most of the bike traffic is going to be along the riverfront and in the downtown area around the Tyson Events Center.
Sioux City Police have been planning for RAGBRAI weekend for months and will be stepping up patrols this weekend.
All of the officers that are working are going to be either on bicycles, on golf carts, or the officers working the street will also be in their squad cars like they usually are.
Officers on bikes and in golf carts will be mainly in the campgrounds and along the riverfront and bike paths. Patrol will change come Sunday morning when the official ride begins.
Sunday morning at approximately 6 o'clock, we're going to have officers at every intersection from they'll start on Hamilton Boulevard down by the boat ramp, and we'll be going out to Outer Drive, then to 41st Street. From 41st, we'll travel over to Floyd Boulevard, and then from Floyd Boulevard, they'll head out of town.
Sunday morning, one lane of traffic will be closed for riders along the Sioux City route, beginning with Hamilton Boulevard heading north.
Those bikes will not be stopped at intersections. So if you're traveling across Hamilton Boulevard, you're going to see quite a few delays. You have to wait for a break in the traffic.
Expect some delays if you have to travel in that area, but if you can, I would try to avoid those areas Sunday morning.
Sioux City Police say they are ready for RAGBRAI weekend, but there is one big safety reminder they want Siouxlanders to keep in mind.
A lot of the riders in town aren't from town, so they don't really know where they're going, so they have to make sure that they're watching what the bikes are doing. Just give them plenty of room, slow down for them, give them space.
We just want everybody to have a safe and fun kickoff to this 2023 RAGBRAI.
Now, Sioux City Police tell me they expect roads in Sioux City to reopen to all traffic around noon on Sunday, or as soon as the majority of the riders have left town. There will also be other roads closed throughout the weekend as part of the RAGBRAI kickoff events. You can find all of that information in the RAGBRAI tab right now on our website, ktiv.com. Matt?
Katie, thank you.